Hey, sweet friend. If Mother's Day feels complicated for you, this episode is for you. For the mama who feels exhausted instead of celebrated. For the mama carrying grief, disappointment, overwhelm, or loneliness into today. For the mama raising a strong-willed or neurodivergent child who just needs someone to say, I see you. Mama, I see you. And even more importantly, the Father sees you. Mama, are you tired of meltdowns stealing the peace in your home? Welcome to Parenting Beyond Meltdowns. I'm Amanda, a Christian life coach and a mom of a strong-willed neurospicy teen. If you've tried everything from consequences, parenting books, crying out to the Father, and still feel like you're failing, you're not alone. Inside this podcast, we'll explore how faith, emotional regulation, and connection work together so that you can parent from a place of peace, even in the hardest moments. You don't have to hold it all together here. This is a safe space to lay it all down. Welcome. Before we jump into the episode today, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that I'm having a birthday giveaway this month that I shared on Thursday that's open through the 15th. If this podcast has encouraged you in any way, you can enter by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts, taking a quick screenshot of it, and then sending it to me, to amanda@amandacalfee.com, or posting it in the Facebook group under the giveaway. And if you've already left a review, you can still enter by simply sharing the podcast with another mama via DMs or on your social media or your favorite Facebook group for mamas. I will be drawing a winner the following week, and you can find additional details in the show notes. Mama, today I just wanted to sit down with you for a few moments and to speak gently to your heart, because I know that Mother's Day can feel beautiful for some, and for others, it's painfully heavy. And sometimes it can just feel like everyone else is posting all the smiling family pictures, the flowers, the handwritten cards, the brunches, the sweet words, while you're just trying to make it through the day emotionally intact. Maybe today already started with tension. Maybe your child woke up dysregulated. Maybe there was yelling before breakfast. Maybe you're carrying disappointment because deep down you just wanted one day where things felt peaceful and easy. Or maybe you're grieving something even deeper, the relationship that you hoped you would have with your child, the kind of family connection you imagined, the version of motherhood that you thought this season would look like. That grief is real. Especially when you're raising a strong-willed or neurodivergent child, there are seasons where parenting can feel incredibly isolating, where you spend so much of your time regulating, helping, supporting, navigating meltdowns, holding everything together, that you quietly begin to wonder if anyone sees how much you're carrying. And maybe what hurts the most isn't even the hard behavior itself. Maybe it's the feeling of being unseen inside of it. But sweet friend, I want you to hear something today. The Father sees you. He sees the tears that you cry after everyone goes to bed. He sees the emotional weight that you carry. He sees the moments where you wanted to react differently and the moments where you tried again anyway. He sees the exhaustion, the disappointment, the love, the effort, all of it. And your worth as a mama was never meant to be measured by how this one day goes. Not by cards, not by flowers, not by whether or not your child regulates perfectly, not by whether today feels magical. Your value was settled long before this day arrived. I think sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves during the holidays. And I think it comes from society. Like there's just all this pressure for it to be this beautiful, wonderful, magical day where everybody loves each other. And really, is that reality? And how much of what we see on Facebook is just, and socials is just smiling faces, and really people were yelling and fighting or running away from a picture. There's just so much pressure for everyone to be happy, for the day to go smoothly, for connection to look a certain way. But real life, especially real life with our kiddos, is often much messier than the picture-perfect version that we see online. And that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're a human. It means that you're parenting a child with real emotions while carrying your own emotions too. And Mama, I think the most sacred thing that you could do today may not be creating a perfect day. It may simply be offering yourself compassion, taking a deep breath, releasing the expectation that today has to look a certain way to mean something. Maybe today looks like quiet faithfulness. Maybe it looks like surviving a hard moment without shaming yourself. Maybe it looks like taking a walk, crying in the shower, sitting with the Father for 5 quiet minutes, or choosing to begin again after a rough morning. That matters too. You are still a good mama on the hard days. You are still deeply loved by the Father in the middle of the chaos and the mess. And your child's struggles do not erase the sacred work that you are doing. Psalms 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." This verse reminds us that the Father does not pull away from us in our pain. He moves closer, closer to the weary mama, closer to the grieving, closer to the overwhelmed and overstimulated mama. You do not have to hide your sadness from him today. You can bring your whole heart to him exactly as it is. So today, I want to invite you to release the pressure. Let today be what it is. And if emotions rise, let them rise without judgment. The Father is not disappointed in you for feeling deeply. He is near to you inside the middle of it all. And maybe before this day ends, you could place your hand over your heart and simply pray, "Father, help me to receive your love today, even here." My life coach told me one time that we get to decide what we make these special days mean. Are they even special? I don't know. But we get to decide if they're special. We get to decide what we make them mean about ourselves. And we get to decide if our day is good or bad. If that means buying yourself flowers, if that means scheduling your own whatever appointment, what does it look like to take care of you? And what does it look like for you to take care of you? For you to decide to be in charge of that instead of putting it on someone else. Because that's what society tells us, is that like, oh, well, my husband's supposed to do this or my kids are supposed to do this. And while that is lovely and wonderful, that doesn't always happen. So what would it look like for you to bring joy in your life today? What would it look like for you to bring peace into your life today? What would it look like for you to bring love into your own day? Because other people are not always going to be there to do that for us, especially for you single mamas out there. I have not walked your walk, so I cannot speak about your experience outside of to say that I see you and the Father sees you and he sees how hard you are working to support your child and yourself. You get to decide to choose you while also choosing your child. What I want you to know most importantly is that every single emotion that you are feeling today is real and valid, and it is important to process those emotions. We don't want to ignore them. We want to actually allow them and process them, and then decide what this day is going to mean. We get to decide what it means. You are a good mama every day of the week, even in the middle of the hard, even when you feel like you did it wrong. You're still a good mama. And deep down, your child loves you, even if they don't know how to say it. I believe that we were all created to be loved and to love others. That's our example through the Father. Sometimes I think we just need to remove culture's standard of what love looks like and what it looks like to choose love. Because I know that you're choosing love every day. Every day that you show up and that you don't give up. Every day that you want to give up and then you just show right back up the next day. Don't let someone else decide what love looks like. If today feels especially heavy for you and you're longing for support to navigate parenting, emotional regulation, and rebuilding connection with your child, I want you to know that you don't have to walk this journey alone. My Anchored Mama sessions are a space where we slow things down together and gently work through the hard moments with compassion, faith, and practical support. I still have a few sessions open this week if you need to book one. Just head over to today's show notes and you can book your session there. Be blessed this week, mamas. Hey, sweet mama. I hope you loved today's episode. Can you do me a favor? If this episode spoke to your heart, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a mama in your life who needs to know they are not alone? Also, would you leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts for me? It blesses my heart to know that this show is giving you hope in hard moments. All right, I'm off to grab some protein because love and grace flows easier when you're not just running on fumes and coffee. I'll meet you back here next week for another honest and hope-filled conversation. In the meantime, mama, stay rooted in faith and anchored in love.